All right, we're gonna do a painting today. I found some wood at work and I brought it home and I just cut it up to whatever length I wanted to cut it up to, and I got cut two pieces, and that's where we're gonna start. We're gonna start off by painting it all black as such, and then I'll be right back. So I got it all painted black like such, and I'm going to let it dry for about 5 minutes. Be right back. My first step is to use a brush like this, and I just dip it in the white paint, and then just kind of start making little patterns like it's background kind of stuff, just to fill. It ain't gonna be perfect. You just daub it all over the place. I'll be right back till it kind of looks just like a background pattern, which it doesn't have to be in any specific way. Now my next step is to make a few flowers around in the background. Use the same brush, and you just kind of daub it here's and there's like such. I'll be right back. Then as it looks like this, I go back and give just a little black on the same brush. I will just dab a little bit on each flower, just to give it like a little shading of sorts. And then I'll clean out the brush and I'll show you the next step. Be right back. Next step, I'll be using a brush like this with like a little whiptail on it. I do not know the names of all these brushes. Just make some weird little shapes. I know it really doesn't look like a lot, but it really brings the details out. It gives it a little bit of panaz. And you'll see as we go how much it does. So if you want to do it until your little heart's content, and I'll be right back again. So that is what I chose to make mine look like. Like I said, doesn't have to be in any specific way. Next, I'll be adding some stems off my flowers. A few little shoot leaves coming off of them. Nothing fancy. Next, we're going to double load an angled brush like such. You dip the heel into the black and the toe into the white and go back and forth. And do this like 3 different times when you load your brush to get the colors to mix right. Then you can come in and you can start making flowers. So just start adding little flowers in. Then you go back to the black heel, white toe. Like I said, none of this is a rocket science. You just start putting little bitty squiggles everywhere. You can actually do a flower. You just put them in like four petals. And if you screw it up to say it doesn't look perfect, nothing in nature looks perfect. So maybe pop a couple more in. So next I use another angled brush, but a smaller one. And you do the double, the heel and the toe, black and white, same way. And you just go back and forth a few times, do it again 3 or 4 times to make sure your brush is loaded. So now you want to start making leaves off of all your flowers. And as you can see, you can go back over the stuff if it doesn't look like the way you want it. It takes you a little while of using the brush to get used to what you're doing. See, that one didn't turn out as good, so I want to go back over it. Keep popping them in. And then I just usually grab like any old brush. I'm using just the tip of the handle. And I go in my white and I will start putting like dot trails in to make it kind of look cool. Right back again. And as you can see, I took some of the with the back of my brush and I put dots inside the flowers, so you can see that the flowers are starting to pop out. It's all to your own imagination. Now I'm just going back with my little whiptail kind of brush and just kind of putting some more stuff underneath so you can kind of give it just a little bit more texture. So I'm kind of happy with this. I think I'm going to leave most of it like this, but what I will do is I will go back to my brush like this, and then just put some more white, blotty things in it all over the place, because it really starts to fill in all the gaps that you see a lot of black in. And like I said, you can go right over your existing stuff. It just makes it look fuller. That's the trick of this whole painting thing, is to bridge gaps and fill stuff in and make your eyes look and wander around and search, and you kind of like and it fills up like these rough ends, and so it looks like it's coming out of your actual like grass and fill. And you don't always want it to be super dark. You want stuff that's lighter in between. A lot of times you want to go right onto the stuff that you painted, just to kind of make it blend and add some contrast to everything. And it's almost done, actually. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing already. Like, except for this, maybe I want to put this flower a little bit darker. And that's getting there. So then after this is done, I'll wait for, I don't know, maybe 10-15 minutes until this paint dries, because it does dry really fast. And as you notice, as I go up, I'm kind of like letting it not be as dark. I'm letting the paint kind of run out on the brush to give it a faded look. But it's just all in the eye of the beholder, and that's kind of like what I'm just doing. And it's a senseless, mind-boggling pattern, and it's just to each one, and every one that you do is going to be always different. So, and when you put the clear lacquer on it, it really, really, really makes it pop out. It's unbelievable once you start spraying it. So in this whole painting, I probably have, I would say, about 50 cents in about 20 minutes, maybe from start to finish. I would say a half an hour. And these are just gorgeous, and you will have so much fun painting them. Yeah, and these things make great Christmas presents. Cheap, super cheap. You don't have to spend a ton of money, for maybe about $1 with the lacquer and the little holder on the back so you can put it up on the wall. It's, like I said, for $1, and you could make spectacular Christmas presents for people, and they would be like, oh my God. And it makes it look like you were working on these things for hours and hours and hours, and they're really fast, they're quick.